Coming up this episode,
we say goodbye to Europe.
We have some unexpected early morning visitors.
And then at 3 o'clock in the morning, they rock up next to us and we got our first taste of Turkish hospitality.
So far, the rally has taken us through 10 countries, covering 2,600 miles in 9 days, crossing the Trans-Vergessen Highway, reaching the Buzlutsa Monument and spending a fun-packed 24 hours in Istanbul.
We have just reached the bridge, which is the border between Europe and Asia. Woo! We have come a long old way so far, but there's a long way to go.
Continental crossing, baby! Woo! And we're in Asia!
Whoop, whoop, whoop. It's not always sunshine and roses on the road, is it, Dougie?
No.
We just went to probably the campsite
In northern Turkey.
I've ever seen anywhere, actually.
Yeah.
It only cost us like £6 for a pitch, but just a free-for-all, like, and also there was just rubbish everywhere. It's like beautiful sea views on the top of a cliff, but there's literally, people have hung bags of rubbish off the trees. There's rubbish all over the ground, just disgusting.
It's the kind of place where you step out the car into a human poo.
Yeah. So we've cut our losses. £6 down the and we're gonna go and try and find somewhere nicer to camp. And if we can't, we're just gonna wild camp because
We've got a camper. Yay!
that's what it's all about.
That's what it's all about.
We stopped at a roadside stall to get some veg and the owner cooked some cured sausage. Of course, after tasting it, we bought some. Every day we plan for an early finish and every day we fail. Gave up on the campsite front and we are now on a beach. There's some other people wild camping. We're just going to wild camp and the sunset is insane. So last night we tried a couple of campsites and got bad vibes from the first ones. Went to the next one, which was still sort of under construction, but it had some good reviews, but there was nowhere for us to park the car. He wanted us to park the car on the road, which we weren't too happy about, given that we sleep in the car.
It's on a slope like this.
Yeah. So we decided we were going to crack on and wild camp, and the other teams were going to stay there, and he offered them huts for a pretty cheap price. And then at 3 o'clock in the morning at our wild camp spot, they rock up next to us and we're like, oh, that's weird, maybe they're here for sunrise, and because we haven't had our Wi-Fi on, we haven't seen a text or something like that. But then I hear this banging of them putting pegs in, and I was like, well, if they were here for sunrise, they wouldn't be putting the pegs in, they wouldn't be putting their tents up. So it's like, let's just check what's happened. So we open the boot and find out that the hut that one of the teams was in, someone tried to break into whilst they were in it. They opened the door and started coming into the hut and
Shining a torch through, playing radio noises,
and
pretending to be a police officer by the sounds of it.
Yeah, so they quickly gathered up all their stuff and left, and
After
then
shouting,
after
until
having
the guy
a lot,
left, yeah.
lot of arguing by the
threatening
sounds
to
of
call the
things,
police and so on.
yeah, and it sounds like the guy was like phoning his friends to say there's lots of Westerners here with stuff in their cars, come down. So yeah, they obviously had a pretty scary experience. Yeah.
So we're finding them a nice
good.
campsite we think is quite reputable.
Fingers
Fingers
crossed.
crossed. It's very hard on the road because you're driving all day, and when you turn up, they might be closed, they might not let you in. You have no idea. You're going on reviews, but we can wild camp, but these guys can't.
So, some fuel stops later, a bit of learning on the go, and a hot lunch stop at a fancy service station. All three teams made it to our campsite for the night.
Here's Pugly. Oh, so unimpressed.
I'm teaching David how to add some brake fluids to a car. It's really simple. Right, so no, so...
No?
Well, how should you pour? Yeah, you got to think about the angle.
Otherwise it will glug out. It will glug out that way.
That way? No. Sides.
What's up, Doug?
I thought this pepper was a pepper. It's not a pepper, it's a chilli. And I ate a massive mouthful of all the seeds. And I'm usually alright with spice, but this one will not stop burning. Oh.
Gonna get a sweaty brow in a minute.
I'm already sweating.
Oh no.
My eyes are watering.
Was that a really good chilli?
Oh, amazing. It just keeps on burning. It's the chilli that keeps on giving.
He's actually struggling to eat.
I
because
really
of it.
am. It's because everything I eat now is on fire. My tongue is on fire. It won't stop.
There's ice cream just over there. You can just go stick
Shove my head in the ice cream.
stick your tongue in some ice cream.
Family-sized pizza, all gone into that one.
So we've driven about 6 hours today, and we're now at a wonderful little campsite. We've parked up. Ishmael, the local retired farmer who runs this wonderful place, he has come out, brought us out tea. We've sat there drinking tea with him. We've cracked up the whiskey. We've fried up some sausage that we bought on the side of the road in a little market stall. So we've all fried that up, having it on fresh bread, and it's just wonderful. We've got our little campsite set up. Everyone's sitting there enjoying themselves, and it's just gorgeous. It's like peaceful, silent. The only noise is us, really. A bunch of rowdy Brits sat in a field eating sausage. This is what it's about. And I keep saying that this whole trip. In fact, the others keep saying, "You've got to stop saying it, Doug." But this is what it's about.
Pardon? No. Agriculture.
Yeah. So we
Shut up. One more time.
Agriculture. What's that like?
It's really crumbly, super nutty.
Yeah.
Not as good as the first one, but it's different. It's different. You might like it.
Have you had one? No, but I saw there were nuts in it in the past.
You
I haven't had the other one. I'll give it a try. We sat around the table for hours, chatting via Translate, sharing round the whiskey and learning a bit more about the farm and Ishmael until he was summoned inside for his dinner, and we think maybe he got told off for drinking a little bit too much. We arranged with the family to have a traditional Turkish breakfast in the morning, and after prepping it, we asked the ladies to take a seat and join us for chai.
So Alex has decided to help cook the breakfast for these lovely Turkish ladies. So Alex is doing some slicing.
The most basic of jobs.
It's the most domestic you've been in a very long time, Alex.
Such class. Over breakfast, we learnt that the ladies are sisters and they live here with their husbands. The farmhouse is 400 years old and has always been in their family. They told us all about their children who have all moved to cities and their grandchildren, and we had an amazing time just discussing life with them. They offered to show us around the house and we gladly accepted a full tour.
Oh, yeah. Yeah, take your shoes off, yeah. Oh, take your shoes off, guys. Oh, wow. Absolutely incredible. Wow.
Beautiful.
See wow. And look at all the tea on the table.
Chai.
Yeah, chai?
Oh, chai.
Wow. Oh. This is amazing. So this is sort of communal like with the big bench seats.
There was a combination of traditional fixed furniture and more modern aspects, and they explained that they plan to make one of the rooms into a cafe or restaurant as part of the campsite.
campsite facilities were basic but clean, with an indoor toilet and cold shower and running water to fill our jerrys up outside and also to do some clothes washing. We found the campsite on Park Night and we absolutely loved the site and the experience with the family. We had a fantastic time and would highly recommend going. Before we left, Ishmael and his brother-in-law signed the car and the ladies collected some fresh tea for us to dry and drink later.
Ishmael is joining the convoy in his little old Renault. Perfect car for the job.
That's a proper car. Teşekkürler İsmail.
Teşekkürler İshmael.
Güle güle.
Güle güle. So we just had the most amazing experience so far, I'd say.
Absolutely incredible.
We went to a campsite on Park for Night. They welcomed us like family. It was amazing. They gave us some herbal tea, like flowers. They went and picked it fresh this morning and gave it to us when we were leaving. And Ishmael, he convoyed us back down the road, and we found the road was blocked, so he turned us around and he convoyed us through another local farmhouse and back to the main road, and then sent us on our way. And yeah, oh man, that was so amazing.
One of the best welcomes we've ever had, anywhere. After clocking up the miles on a long but fun journey with Rally DMC and the Yak, we finally arrived at our campsite where we had to undertake some urgent repairs.
A little bit of on the road DIY, because my fat ass broke my side of the bed.
Yeah, dude! And we finally got our heads down, knowing that the next day we would be hitting the steep, bonkers and extremely challenging slopes of the Bay to Violu. But for that, you'll need to tune into the next leg of the Long Loop Rally.